I'm sitting down with, as I said earlier, some VIPs, and Stephen I learnt a lesson on day one that we're all VIPs in here. You're very, very welcome, as
Indeed.
Mr. Philip McCallen. Is this your first time up at this event?
Yeah, this is my first time at any tractor pulling event. I did see them on TV, but I looked at it. Really, it goes back a long way. When I was a kid, when I was 10 years old, I used to buck brake, so I did. And,
Your farming background then?
Yeah, silage, you know. And my granda sort of like split in two halves. Half of the one brother ran the farm up in Ballinlough, Uncle Joe, and Uncle Ivan run the shop in Laurelvale. And the shop, we had a grocer's shop, a post office, and a butcher's, and we had 2 milk lorries and a grocery van, if you remember them from the days.
Yeah.
So I brought, from I was 5 years old, I was delivering milk, you know, and then when we got up to at 10, 11, 12, we went on the farm in the summer to help there. So carry bales of hay, stack bales, put them on the tractor. You know, you were 10 years old throwing a bale up, or 2 years got one up, and then it advanced a wee bit more, and I was allowed to buck rake silage, you know, which I thought I was the boy when I done that. And then things moved on, but as I got older, obviously, you know, the families widened, and we weren't mixed up with the farm so much, and then the grocery business, we moved on from that as well, you know. So yes, I grew up with tractors, but for a lot of years, they're just something you see on the road.
A lot of people have said to me, why is this so special? Why is this this event work? And you said a key, and I get emotional, as you know, I get emotional about stuff like this, because you said a key word. Through this whole thing, you'll find it's family.
Yes.
And we're from a generation where family meant a lot. We worked and helped each other out. Now, the next generation, I hope, carries that on. But Stephen, your family's all involved throughout and it's family people you bring in to work for you, and their family is helping them out. And obviously, so we're like a big giant family tree, and we're all starting branching out and helping each other. Do you agree?
No, that's brilliant, and that's the old-fashioned way, and that's how it was done years ago, and still is done with some big families now. Unfortunately, because life has changed a little bit, you get sort of less family stuff, and it's getting less because the people are not experiencing that, and the families are not holding it together. But you know, families I do know, families you know, are trying to pull that familyness. And my family, yes, we've got a good family, but I'm trying to hold the family together more, because in today's society, you know, there's computers here and there's tractors here, and they don't talk to each other, and there's different things happening, and you know, there's the IT world and the finance world, exactly. And it all splits.
This is what I'm going to. This is the ironic part of it. We're doing this for social media. Music's my background, and Simon and Garfunkel, The Sound of Silence. I always thought it was about depression. Hello, darkness, my old friend. But the songs actually, they looked to the future and said there's going to be too much electronic communication. People won't talk to each other. They were prophets of music. And what they were saying was, there'll come a time where we don't start to communicate with each other. And the time has come. But we try as adults to try and get our children, our grandchildren, whatever it is, and people we know to socialise. So we're bringing a great social event here as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. Look, at the end of the day, family is the foundation of life. And I see this event. You're right, it's a changed world, Philip. You know what I mean? Computers and IT have taken over. But this weekend here demonstrates that the family unit is still very strong in the community. I watch around this park today, and you have anyone from children right through to your old generation in the park, all having a good time. And the feedback from the event is it's a family-filled, fun weekend. You know, we're all here having a great time, and it's great to see the children, the parents, the grandparents, they're all in there. There's something for everyone, and they're all having a good time together.
You would know the Emersons down your neck of the woods.
The Emersons, yeah, the Quarry Emersons.
The Quarry Emersons. Philip Emerson was my pastor at church, and he said a very true thing. He said the most important decisions and the most important conversations happened around our family table. He said without that family table, things wouldn't have happened. And you know, we're learning. I've learned so much over the last 3 days, as I did last year too.
Yes.
And you know, we're knocking our heads together and trying to think, what way can we make this better for next year? You've come on board this year. You've an event coming up as well you want to look forward to in the future. Do you want to give us a wee bit of a mention about it?
Yeah, we run the Classic Bike Festival Ireland, and that's a miniature event compared to this one
No,
here, but
it's just he put you on a sled and said this is a master of speed on 2 wheels. I wonder how he'll do on 4 wheels. So are you going to put him on a bike and see how he does?
yes, well, Stephen's coming along to look at our event,
Looking forward to it, yeah.
and also what will happen, and I know it'll happen. Stephen, you know, is a man full of creation and full of making imagination happen. And I think when he comes to our event, it'll be a massive help to us because we've been in that motorcycle. Yes, I've been to many events throughout the world, but look, I need a shake-up. We all need a shake-up. You need a shake-up in your job.
100%.
I remember you years ago when you worked in Lurgan, you know. So, you know, you've had a shake-up too. And what is happening here, we need... It's about an event. It's not just about motorbikes. This isn't just about tractors.
It's a learning curve.
Tractors is the attraction, but look, it's an event. It's a get-together. Some people will come here. They mightn't even like tractors, you know, but they've came for the creation of the event, you know, and their kids will play on those rides, and they'll meet people. When we come to a motorcycle event, we meet people at our event. You don't see them from 1 year to the next, but they all come together. There's a bit of bonding again, and then you do make connection again, and you keep going. So it's events like this that make that happen. The amount of people here today, you know, I sat up there and watched, you know, families were coming in. All of a sudden, their kids was talking to their kids. They'd never seen them before.
Yes, exactly.
You know, so we had a bit of a common denominator here, and this is what we need. Just pity the weather is beautiful today, and of course that's harder to do in the wet weather. But look, if we can make joy every day the sun shines in this country, it'll be brilliant.
You know, we had a tug of war competition. I think it was yesterday. It's been 3 long days, and I said that something about every day is a school day. You learn something every day, and if you don't learn something, you're talking to the wrong people in life. You should pick off each other and try and push each other forward and help each other. I've learned a lot from you two men, and even though you're both probably younger than I am.
But Stephen, coming to our event, you know, your first event was really the Northwest 200 this year in the motorcycle world.
I did. I enjoyed it as well.
You know, and I hear you already talking about the things you would change there to make it better. And it's great because we all can.
Maybe a different just way of looking at it, a different perspective.
You can walk into any business and you can fix it right away. It's hard to do that from the inside, so you do need outside feedback. And it's going to be great you come to our Classic Bike Festival because it needs another boost. And every year it's growing, every year step by step. But you know, Stephen's growing this event as in doubling the figures each year and probably quadrupling the figures this year. So we need to do that in the motorcycle world. Motorcycles are like everyone in Ireland chases a motorcycle, so we need to make that nicer for them to do, easier for them to do, and a better experience when they get there.
And safer as well.
And of course, safety is paramount. Safety is number one.
We've learned this over the. I mean, your safety.
Well, our safety here, obviously, we have had a very good. This is year 3, and we're just about the next few hours. We'll be closing Revvv Park down successfully, incident-free again, which is great. But we did have to invest in safety. We have built 4 tracks, as we said. We've had to put up a track built to ETPC spec. We've put up our crash barriers. The crowd now is back to 10 metres from the side of the tracks. So there has been a big focus on safety, making sure everyone can come in, get through the park, enjoy the day, but most importantly, leave through that exit.
You know, life is full of visionaries and people with dreams and special visions and stuff like that. But there's very few of them get it done. There's a man here that is all that and gets it done, and I mean that. You know, I truly mean that. Stephen says to me last year, I want next year to be more families. And I looked down there, and I've looked so much over the past 3 days, and it's nothing but families from front to back, small to old.
What I'm finding is the communities now, they're taking ownership of this event. It's theirs. I see it all over social media all weekend. People saying to me, "No, we can't believe this is on our doorstep. This is now our event." And that's what I was hoping people would do is, they're proud to go away and say, that Revvv It Up event, that's our big event, That's
we grew up in darker times in Northern Ireland, so this is a very special. It's a flourish in our life as we get older. It's a wonderful time to embrace and look towards a future and build a future for the next generation.
No, I think it's totally right. Like, to be honest, just look out the window here. Like, I've been to many events, motorcycle events, everything. I've been to lots of events. You know, we've been to football, we've been to everything, but you'll not definitely you won't see as many families at those events as you see here.
Yeah.
So, you know, Stephen's got something right, and we need to listen to that, and other events need to listen as well.
Well, on closing, I'm going to ask you, will you come back next year again? Is he allowed to come back next year
We
again?
would be delighted to have Philip back. I was just listening to earlier in the conversation there, and he was talking about he has been in tractors before. I'll tell you one thing, he still hasn't lost his skills. I watched him on that track 3 years earlier on. He was only about 15-20 metres from a full pole. We're absolutely delighted, Philip, you've come up to look at our event, see what we've done here. We'll be delighted to have you back next year. We hope you come back, and thank you for your support.
Thank you so much,
I'll be
guys.
back then, but I want a better tractor, Stephen,
I'll get you a
next
bigger
year.
tractor
right?
next year.
There's a big dark burgundy coloured tractor sits it there. I'll show you that's his tractor.
But you know what? He threw me in the deep end. He didn't
Oh,
even give
yeah,
me a
yeah.
practice go.
Oh,
he
no,
goes,
no.
he goes,
Yeah,
Philip,
yeah.
you can have. I goes, well, can I have a practice go? He's no.
Listen,
You
man,
can
it's
one
been
go.
lovely talking to the two of you.
But it was brilliant.
And what date's your event again?
Our date is the 8th, 9th and 10th, 7th, 8th and 9th of August at Bishopscourt.
Yeah.
So it is, up until now, it's the biggest short circuit motorcycle event in Ireland, and we want to get those figures doubled as well. So this year with Stephen's help, I think we can make massive improvements for next year. So it's Bishopscourt on the 7th, 8th and 9th of
Good luck with it.
Absolutely, good luck with it, guys. You heard it from Philip. Get up there, enjoy the event. I'm looking forward to coming up, and we'll give you whatever support and help we can.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Man, I'm